Uncle Ariel here to shake the matrix, expand our minds, and make us all think. Sorry I had to miss a couple of days. One, I had to deal with one day dealing with all my appointments with the cancer center and different things like that, which thankfully the leg is not cancerous. We're just going to leave what's going on and keep an eye on it. So thank goodness. And we just got other things we're going to be keeping an eye on right now. Otherwise, other than the other things that are inflamed right now, which is my Lyme and lupus and all that other crazy stuff, things are okay. So, I want to talk to you guys about the power of shifting our superficiality to inner awareness. I mean, I think about it. I've been in so many circles, and it doesn't matter the circle, it doesn't matter the age. This is something we all do. And in today's world, we've become almost secondary to us, second nature to start talking about other people when they're not even there to represent themselves, to just dish your opinions out all over the damn place. I mean, we do this nonstop. It's even set up in our society, our Facebook, our multimedia, our personal lives. Why do we do this? Can't we just talk about our own selves? Is there not enough going on in your own life that you can't keep the focus there? I mean, people talk about others, whether it's friends, family, public figures, or even acquaintances. And this habit, it permeates any generation and seems almost inescapable. Even among those of us who consider themselves awake. But why do we do this? And more importantly, is this even healthy for us? I don't think we do a lot of things that are not healthy for us. Like when we gossip or seek validation by discussing other people's lives, we are, in a sense, avoiding the deeper work required to grow spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Let's explore why this behavior is not only superficial, but also detrimental to our evolution as divine beings. And how redirecting our energy inward can bring profound transformation to all. Even philosophers throughout history, from Socrates to Buddha, they've taught us the importance of self-reflection. Socrates famously said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." This wisdom points to the idea that true fulfillment comes not from focusing on the lives of others, but from examining and understanding our own. What would happen if we would stop putting our business on everybody else and just talk about us, or just the person that's there in front of you? When we shift our attention outward and become preoccupied by others' actions, we lose sight of our own path. We become trapped in cycles of comparison, judgment, and superficiality. And this external focus can distract us from the deeper questions. Who am I? What is my purpose? And how can I grow? Which is what we're here for, to grow, to expand, to recognize the divine spark in the mirrored image. But how can we do that if we put our focus on everything and everyone else but our own? Even from a psychological perspective, talking about others can be linked to an unconscious desire for validation. And when we criticize, judge, or even praise others excessively, we are often seeking our own validation, our own approval. We are often looking for that attention. And this behavior stems from the need to see, the need to feel right or superior in comparison to others. However, research in positive psychology shows that true happiness and fulfillment comes from not from external validation, but from cultivating inner resilience. self-awareness, and gratitude. And by focusing inward rather than outward, we can break free from the cycle of superficiality and develop a stronger sense of self. You know, in quantum physics, there is this principle that suggests our attention and intention can influence reality. This concept aligns with the ideas that energy flows where attention goes. So when we constantly direct our attention to others, especially in negative, judgmental ways, we are essentially feeding that energy and reinforcing those dynamics in our own lives. Conversely, when we focus on our own growth, healing, and purpose, we begin to shift our energy towards higher vibrations. And this shift can lead to greater clarity, peace, and alignment with our true selves. Even many spiritual traditions teach that human beings carry divine sparks, a piece of the infinite within them. In Christianity, there's reflection in concept that we are made in an image of God. And in Hinduism, the idea of Atman represents the divine self within. In indigenous traditions, there is often a deep reverence for the interconnectedness of all life. So when we engage in gossip, judgment, or superficial conversations, we dishonor that divine spark both in ourselves and others. We forget that each person on their own sacred journey and that their path may look very different than ours, and that's okay. True spiritual growth comes from when we honor the divine spark by focusing on our own path and allowing others to the freedom to walk theirs. You know, hello, good morning. You know, many religions teachings emphasize the importance of treating others with kindness, respect, and compassion. The golden rule, do unto others as you want done to you. It's a universal principle found in Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, and other faiths. You know, we can talk about others when we talk about others behind their backs, we are violating this principle. So imagine how it would feel to know that others were discussing your life, your choices or your struggles without your presence or input. And by choosing to engage in deeper, more meaningful conversations, we can align our actions with the timeless teachings and contributions to our more compassionate and conscious world. You know, one of the root causes of gossip and judgment is a desire to control the environment, or at least influence it, and influence our environments and other people around us. We may feel like talking about others and we can gain power, status, or approval, but this is nothing more than an illusion. The power comes from controlling, or true power comes from not controlling others, but from mastering ourselves. And when we let go of the need to control or influence others, we create space for something much more valuable, inner peace. Once we got that, we'll do anything to keep it. We stop wasting energy on superficial concerns and start investing in our own growth and healing and purpose. I'll get to what you guys have commented in just a second. So in this time of our great shift and transformation, humanity, we're being called to wake up. We are being asked to move beyond these superficial ways of being and step into the deeper awareness, connection, and authenticity. Let's start being mindful of our conversations. Let's watch where we put our energy. Let's choose to focus on what truly matters. Our own growth, our own connection to divine, and our own contribution to the collective awakening of humanity. And by doing so, we get to break free from these patterns of superficiality and judgment and step into a new way of being, one rooted in love, wisdom, and true authenticity. Alright, let's see what you guys got to say. Lolhans, what's up? Yes, you're amazing. Thanks, Nolan. Nolan. You're amazing for talking to people like, but, sorry, but I have to go. No problem, man. Harry, may you be blessed as well today. Well, guys, make sure you do one thing towards your dreams every single day because it brings you one step closer. Make sure you recognize that you're valuable and you matter. You're all unique puzzle pieces, a part of the ultimate puzzle of the cosmos. Hang in there. Peace and love. We'll see you guys tomorrow.